Hello everybody and welcome to Happy Healthy with Jess. This is a 10-minute mindfulness session focusing on diaphragmatic breathing. So what you'll need for this session today, firstly, is just a nice comfy space. We will have the option to lie down at the end of this practice, but you don't necessarily have to if you don't want to. If you are going to lie down with me, then I encourage you to either have a yoga block or a medium-sized book to place on your belly when we get there. The reason that we'll be doing this, and again, totally optional, you don't need to if you don't want to, but this will help us feel the diaphragmatic breathing when we lie down. So optional, grab that if you want to. Otherwise, we're going to get straight in and we're going to come to a comfortable seated position. If you're sitting on the floor like me, maybe bring a cushion underneath your bum just to encourage a little bit of length in the spine. And we do kind of need that length to feel this breathing today. And just get yourself feeling comfy, maybe closing the eyes only if that feels really secure and comfortable. Otherwise, just soften your gaze and relax your belly. That is stage one, an area that we grip quite often. Just try and relax it. And just breathe through the nose, yeah? That is where we're gonna start today. Now, diaphragmatic breathing is basically just functional breathing. It's how our breathing should be all the time, unless we are maybe exercising, straining ourselves, or if we are really stressed. So diaphragmatic breathing is a functional breath, but what does that mean? It means that when we breathe in, the lower ribs and belly expand because the diaphragm is moving down inside. And as we breathe out, the belly and the lower ribs relaxes because the diaphragm moves back up. Yeah, so let us just start to feel this a little bit. As you breathe through the nose, are you feeling the movement of the lower ribs and the belly? As you breathe out, are you feeling them? Do they relax? Do they soften? And of course, this is one of the most mindful things that we can do, really focusing on how the breathing is affecting the physical body. Nice, let's just see if we can stay with this for another minute. So as you breathe in, try to keep the shoulders and the chest really still and really feel that lower rib cage and belly expand. As you breathe out, feel your body relax. Like a nice gentle wave just washes over your body. Everything relaxes and softens. Nice. Couple more of those. Beautiful. Now, if you're struggling to feel this a little bit, then we're going to try this with our hands around us. So this might not work for everybody, so please don't worry if it doesn't. Some people actually tie like a scarf or something around them to feel it, but it might be a bit of a faff. But if you can, thumbs are going to go around the back and fingers are coming around the front of the lower ribs. Now, that's first things first. Where are your lower ribs? Yeah, find them. They're not down here. These are your hips. In the lower rib cage, give them a prod. Yeah. Thumbs around the back, fingers around the front if you can. Shoulders fully relaxed and apply a little bit of pressure here. Yeah. And then let's go back to what we were doing. Yeah, nice and relaxed and still. Breathing in. Feel the lower ribs. Gently push your hands outwards. Breathing out. Feel the belly and the lower ribs relax. Feel your hands collapse back down. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Now just at your own rhythm. If the hands are really uncomfortable, you can remove them, but if it's really helping, then keep them there. Again, trying to keep the shoulders and the chest really still. For how long can you keep your awareness on this expansion of the lower ribs and the belly, and on this relaxation of the belly and the lower ribs? Nice, just another minute here. Now, one other thing that really impacts diaphragmatic breathing is how heavy the breath is. So just check that you're breathing softly through your nose. The harder your breath, as in the heavier, the noisier that breathing is, the more the breathing will become upper chest, which misses out on this beautiful movement of the lower ribs and belly. So check that your breathing is soft and quiet. And that is one of those big misconceptions of what a deep breath is. A deep breath isn't high up into the chest, it's not noisy or huge. It's actually really subtle, gentle and quiet. Good. Let's do 2 more of those. Now for our last few minutes, optional, you're going to join me on your back, wherever you are, on your bed, on the floor, whatever, and you're going to get your object. You chose whether it was a book or a block, whatever you've got. Make sure it's not too crazy heavy, the book. We don't need any big Oxford English dictionaries stopping us from breathing. So we're going to lie and we're going to bend the knees. This is just the final few minutes. So bending the knees, and taking your object, we're going to place it on the lower ribs. Now everyone is different, but some people often have this sort of like big arch of the ribs here, yeah? So you'll be able to sort of feel where they are quite easily. If you can, tuck the tailbone, get that spine nice and imprinted in the ground, and then relax the hips. There might be a little gap underneath the lower back, that's perfect, yeah? That's how it's meant to be, okay? But my block, or your book, whatever you've got, is on the lower ribs. You can have your hands on it, or if you can, relax the arms down, draw the chin in. Good. And from here, you're just going to inhale and see if you can feel the rise of that object. Exhale. Feel the object relax. Now remember, we're not pushing it upwards into the sky, because as we've learned, it's actually a sideways movement, the diaphragmatic breathing. But you will feel that rise and fall, and this is what I want to focus on for these last minutes. Inhale, lower ribs and belly. Exhale. Feel the feedback of the object, even if you close your eyes. That's why we've got a little bit of a heavier object. Exhale, beautiful. And as we're lying on our backs, let's see if we can elongate those breaths just a little bit. Just to encourage relaxation, you inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2. Can you just continue for me? You have 1 more minute. Can you keep your awareness on your breathing? on your object, on that movement for the final moments. Now, you are very welcome to stay here as long as you like, and I do encourage it. If you're just getting into the rhythm, if you're just starting to get comfy, then stay, even just for a few more minutes. If you feel like you're done, then of course you can let this go, as this is the end of our 10-minute mindfulness, but don't move too quickly. You don't need to get up straight away. But of course, I will say a big thank you to you all for joining me. If you have any questions about this, pop them in the comments. And I really hope that you enjoyed this practice. There are a few more 10-minute mindfulness videos on this channel, so go and find them in the playlist. And please, if you don't already, press subscribe. Come and join the Happy Healthy community. I'd be honoured to have you here. And thank you so much, everybody. And I will see you in another practice very soon.